Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth for all. Our home is girt by sea, our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
I'd like to invite Mr. Shane Frost, an Awabakal community representative, to welcome us to country.
Eliantin, Awabakal Shane Moambalanguni, Awabakanarakoba. That's the language of my people, the Awabakal. And what I've just said is, hello everyone, I'm Shane. I'm a man from Awaba, or the flat place, which is Lake Macquarie, and I belong to those people from Awaba, Lake Macquarie. I was born in this country of my ancestors, the Awabakal, and lived in grew up in a place called Budabar, which means in our language the hill beside the lagoon or the lake. And I was taught things by my father that was passed on to him for generation upon generation about my people, our customs and our stories, our dreaming stories, and everything that pertains to our people. My people have lived here for thousands and thousands of years around the shores of Awaba, hunting and gathering, fishing in the lake, right up to Wadigan, which means crow, up in the mountains there, and right out to Womble, which is the seashore, the coastline, and up to Mullumbimba, which means a place of the fern, or the fern that our people used to eat there, which you'd know as Newcastle. And they had everything that they needed here to live, everything to sustain their life, their shelter and their food, their tools and their weapons. Everything that they needed was right here at their hand in a beautiful place. And they respected and appreciated this area because of its beauty, but also because it sustained their life. They respected it and looked after it, and it looked after them. And we know that there's lots of people now, there's thousands of people that have come here and made this their home. And there's people who also that have visit here. And we would ask as a Awabakal people that you would respect and appreciate this area just as we do. As a traditional owner, I'm here today to represent my people, the Awabakal, and I would just, on behalf of them, give a warm welcome into our country, and thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, fellow council members, staff of the university, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. The graduation ceremony, of course, is a wonderful occasion for all members of the university community, and of course for family and friends and graduates. While we can't offer you an award, we do recognise the enormous contribution you've made in supporting your loved ones through the highs and lows of their time as a student. To you, we offer a very special welcome to the university. To all the graduates, I offer my warmest congratulations and very best wishes. Today is rightly a proud moment for you as we recognise the completion of your degree. This afternoon we will see graduates from the health sciences, namely medicine and nursing. But there'll also be postgraduate research students graduating with higher degrees, having contributed original knowledge in such areas as biomedical science, medical practice, population health, as well as nursing and midwifery. In the area of research performance, this university is ranked among the top 10 Australian universities. It has an annual research income in the vicinity of $40 million and an annual research expenditure of $60 million, and this is an exceptional achievement. Now, whether you're here today to receive your first undergraduate degree, a postgraduate coursework degree, or a research higher degree, you will have developed skills, knowledge, and the ability to think logically and laterally. And these are qualities that are highly valued by employers worldwide and will stand you in good stead for the process of lifelong learning. Now, the rate of change in our society is such that whatever qualification you've completed, you will need to be engaged in lifelong learning to remain successful and competitive in the workforce. And I'm confident that the skills that you've acquired during your study at this university will stimulate your hunger for more knowledge and understanding. This in turn will equip you to make a valuable contribution to the local, national and even international community. I take this opportunity to remind those receiving their testamenters today that as graduates of the university, you automatically become members of the graduate body, the convocation, and you'll join in this dynamic alumni network which consists of over 100,000 students, graduates, staff and friends of the university, and they can be found in 95 countries around the globe. Now, as a member of alumni, you can benefit from the successes of the university and its past graduates through strong professional and social connections. And you also have the opportunity through elected representatives to become involved in the governance and development of the university. So I strongly encourage you to become actively involved in the alumni network, and I wish you well in your future careers. I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Nick Saunders, to present a candidate for an honorary degree.
Chancellor, I have great pleasure in presenting to you Roger Reardon AM for admission to the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa. Roger Reardon was born in 1934 in the Melbourne suburb of Ivanhoe and moved to Mount Dandenong with his family during the war. Graduating with an electrical engineering degree from the University of Melbourne in 1955, Roger went to England to work in the area of atomic power generation. After 2 years, the job had not met his expectations and he returned to Australia to join the CSIRO Division of Mechanical Engineering. Initially studying solar energy and then specialising in circuit theory and design, he was internationally recognised for his work on filter technology. But by the age of 40, Roger once again felt that there was something more that he could be doing with his life. With limited business knowledge and skills, he made a life-changing decision to leave the CSIRO and set up Cybec Electronics. With the support of his late wife, Sally, Roger worked extremely hard to establish this company, but through difficult times was forced to scale back and then close down the operations in 1982. After some time, he secured a position as a lecturer in instrumentation and microprocessors at the Chisholm Institute of Technology, which is now part of Monash University. It was in 1989 that a virus struck the computers in the Institute's labs. Immediately responding to the crisis, Roger analysed the virus and wrote the program to remove it. His antivirus technology soon became very popular, and Roger retired from lecturing to further develop his product. Almost 10 years later, he had built a highly successful business, employing 90 people around the world before selling out to an international company. Retired at the age of 65, it would have been easy for Roger Reardon to accept a comfortable and relaxing retirement, but he was once again driven to do more. In 2002, he and his wife Patricia established the Cybec Foundation using proceeds from the sale of the company. The Cybec Foundation supports a wide range of scholarship programs and community-based initiatives with the aims of encouraging academic excellence, assisting the needy, caring for the environment, and supporting the arts. To date, the Foundation has made major donations to several organisations: the Royal Flying Doctor Service for the fit-out of an aerial ambulance, the International Red Cross for a sanitation project in Afghanistan, and the Salvation Army for emergency accommodation in Stawell, to name just a few. The Cybec Foundation's commitment to philanthropy has extended to education and the University of Newcastle. Through the establishment of a $200,000 trust fund in the name of Eddie Marbo, the Foundation supports the training of Indigenous medical and health professionals. After reading the autobiographical Snake Cradle by Dr. Roberta Sykes, Roger wanted to assist in the promotion of Aboriginal health issues and the reconciliation process. Contact with Dr. Sykes introduced him to the University of Newcastle's preparatory program for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders, YAPUG, and a scholarship scheme was founded in 1999. The scheme initially supported students through the Enabling program, but has now been extended to provide ongoing assistance to students who gain entry to a health-related degree program at the university. It's obvious that Roger Reardon is a very special man who not only refuses to give up, but also generously thinks of those within the community who are less fortunate or in need. His resilience and persistence serve as an inspiration to us all, and I am delighted that the University of Newcastle can bestow this honour upon him. Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I present to you Roger Reardon AM for admission to the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
By the authority delegated in me by the Council, I hereby admit Roger Reardon AM to the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite Dr. Reardon to deliver the occasional address.
Thank you, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, families and friends of the graduates and the graduates themselves. Congratulations to all you new graduates for achieving a very important milestone in your careers. I imagine you all have some concern about what may lie ahead, and some of you may be worrying if you've made the right decision. So I will tell you how I come to be standing before you today. I was born in 1934, and when my mother decided I was on the way, she went to the local nursing home. The matron had a feel, announced I wouldn't arrive for at least a fortnight, and told her to go home. She had some experience in the matter, and she refused point blank. So eventually the matron rang the doctor, who said, "Oh, give her a shot of morphia and put her to bed." 1:30 the next morning, the woman in the next bed was woken by a baby crying. I'd arrived. When I was about 4, the family doctor took out my adenoids on our kitchen table. He administered the anaesthetic by putting a kitchen sieve over my face, putting a face washer over that and pouring some ether on it. I don't think he used the kitchen carving knife. In 1942, with my family, father in the army, we moved to a holiday house at Mount Dandenong. My mother didn't know anyone in the district and we had very little social life. I went to the Mount Dandenong State School and then the Upwey High School. I did well academically, but I had little in common with most of the children and spent most of the time exploring the hills alone. I'd been brought up a Christian, but one day, probably when I was in year 12, I was wheeling my bike up a dirt track on a steep hill when I noticed a jumping jack ant's nest. I gave it an idle kick and watched the ants come scurrying out. Then I thought, there are untold millions of people on Earth. Would God care any more about each one of us than I care about each one of these ants? And immediately my logical mind answered, of course not. How ridiculous and how conceited a notion. At the time, we thought that atomic power was going to solve our problems, and I determined to become an expert in this wonderful new source of energy. I studied electrical engineering at Melbourne University and arranged to do a graduate apprenticeship with the English Electric Company, one of the few private firms working in the field. But towards the end of my financial year, the first signs of trouble began to appear. And about the time I left for England, the only atomic power station English Electric ever built suffered a disastrous failure. When I arrived in England, I found that the attitudes and skills of the company were positively medieval. And when I eventually saw the atomic power department in its barbed wire cage, I decided that was not how I wished to spend the rest of my life. So, at 21, I was alone and desperately lonely in a strange and seemingly hostile country, with no personal faith and with my hopes of a career in ruins. I moved to a department where I worked on governors for water turbines, and I desperately courted one of the girls in the office. But, inevitably, I soon frightened her off, and I was thrown into the depths of despair. On several occasions, I've looked down the barrel of a loaded rifle and been very tempted to pull the trigger. And if I'd had one in England, I would almost certainly have used it. But eventually I began to rebuild my personal faith and to learn how to relate to other people. I returned to Australia and joined CSIRO, and after some years I married and raised a family. I gained international recognition for some work I did on electronic filters, but most of my bright ideas got bogged in the bureaucratic morass. In 1973 I was approaching 40 and thought, if I don't get out now, I'll be stuck here for the rest of my days. So, with little experience of life outside CSIRO and little business sense, I resigned and started Cybec Electronics. A few months later, the government removed the tariff on imported electronic components, and the formerly thriving Australian electronics industry promptly collapsed. I did a lot of very interesting work, but people only came to me if no one else could do the job, and they always wanted a fixed price quote for it. I would not have the faintest idea how long it would take, because it's never been done before, so I'd think of a seemingly very large number and double it, then I'd double it again, and invariably I found I should have doubled it again. We never made a profit, and in 1982, in one of our periodic recessions, our spare money ran out, and I had to move out of our small factory. I went on the dole, and we had some very worrying months before I got a job as a lecturer in electrical engineering at Chisholm Institute of Technology. The students were poorly motivated, and before long I managed to upset the management over a point of principle. So, in 1989, when I turned 55, I felt I was locked in the academic equivalent of Siberia, with only a very inadequate pension to look forward to after another 10 years of slavery. Excuse me. Then a virus struck the college computer labs. It wasn't intended to be harmful, but the computers were non-standard, and it destroyed everything on the hard disk. It took the technicians 20 minutes to reinstall everything, and the next student a moment to destroy it again. So we had a problem. I got a sample of the virus, analysed it, and worked out how to remove it. I wrote a program to remove it, called it VET, because you vet a document for errors, and I gave it to the students as shareware. Soon money started to appear, and at the end of the year I decided to resign. One of my ex-students talked me into giving him a job, and I had to rent an office. For a few anxious months we struggled, but then we started to grow, and 9 years later we're employing about 90 people around the world. In our first child final year at school, his best friend was gifted academically, and we had a girl staying with us who was gifted athletically. At the school speech night, his friend went on stage once as science ducks of the school to collect an armful of books to polite applause. But the girl returned to the stage again and again to rapturous applause as member of this team and that and captain of the other. I reflected that we were not allowed to praise the academically gifted, as that would discriminate against the less gifted. But, as I was all too aware, we showed no such concern for the feelings of the athletically handicapped. I resolved that I would do what I could to restore the balance. At the time I was on the dole, so it seemed a vain hope. But when Cybex started to make money, we set aside a percentage of our profits to endow scholarships. In 1998, an American company made an offer for our business. I didn't want to sell, but I was approaching 65 and finding managing the company a considerable strain. And the price was good, so we accepted the offer. A large part of the proceeds went to the staff under our profit-sharing scheme, and we decided to use most of the rest for charitable purposes. In 1999, we paid for a plane to be fitted out as an aerial ambulance for the Flying Doctor Service. We've since funded a major project each year. Most of our remaining funds are used to endow scholarships, and today more than 60 students have held scholarships of ours. If I'd gone into an employment office when I was 55 and said, "I'm looking for something exciting and different, something that's never been done before," they would have laughed at me. But at 55, I started a new and successful business and helped to found the new profession of computer virologist, a profession which would have been inconceivable when I was a student. And we based our business on honesty and integrity in all our dealings with our customers, our staff, and even our competitors. Congratulations once again. I hope you find satisfaction and joy in your careers and your personal lives. Be honest in all your dealings, have courage and compassion, and never give up, even if things seem hopeless. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Dr. Reardon. I'm sure that was a very inspiring address. I always find someone's journey so challenging and inspiring, and there was something in that was so terribly Australian, the sort of always just have a go, and you can see just where it can lead to. So thank you again. We'll now have a musical interlude presented by Saya Jimba on saxophone. Thank you so much, Saya. Absolutely charming. I now call on Professor John Marley, Pro-Vice Chancellor of the Faculty of Health, to present graduates from that faculty.
Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Medicine, Kamal Ali. Craig Barry. Catherine Berry. Jeanette Bjork. Stephen Bradford. Gabrielle Bullock. Beth Campbell. Catherine Cartwright. Claire Checkers. Rebecca Clough. Nicola Collins. Felicity Crow. Jane Davidson. Timothy Dixon. Emily Di Giantommaso. Tristram Duncan. Delaney Fernando. Katrine Finsnez. Diane Ford. Amanda Gardner. Sarah Jane Gibbons. Tom Halliday. Narada Hapangama. Lachlan Host. Sean Howlett. Joshua Isle. Jocelyn Lippy. Caitlin Lovett. Sudha Satva Majumdar. Belinda Martin. Umbakizi Matabelli. Owen Mattern. Brett McClelland. Larissa Miles. Sonia Malloy. Sarah Moore. Francis Motswenyami. David Murray. Eva Nybo. Andrew Pennington. Sally Q-Hee. Kelly Rutter. Anthony Sheringham. Jessica Smith. Christopher Starling. Rebecca Stevens. Virginia Turner. Lena Wee. Aline Wist. Paula Williams. David Worsley. Meng Meng Michelle Z. Julie Eden. Susan Yung. KU. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Medicine with Merit, Amanda Bracey. Joshua Butt. Matthew Giusti. Amy Hollingworth. Marguerite Larson. Kirin Lowe. Jessica Ryan. Krista Sims. Sarah Tobin. Adrian Watts. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Nursing, Jessica Adams. Jennifer Ali. Tony Apostolowski. Tracy Appleyard. Amy Auer. Janelle Austin. Dominic Bailey. Erin Bailey. Renee Baker. Sarah Bartley. Gillian Bird. Shane Blackburn. Marianne Blackwell. Lisa Byrne. Sally Ann Bowen. Rowena Brett. Stacey Buckingham. Sarah Burgess. Amanda Burns. Sally Carey. Fiona Carter. Natalie Chekanauskas. Unmi Chan. Ki Kiki Chung. Adrian Chizak. Anne Clark. Emma Clark. Alicia Clues. Shelley Cooper. Benjamin Cowley. Rachel Crook. Jeffrey Dean. Lenora Dennis. Catherine Don. Erin Dowden. Jennifer Doyle. Rebecca Duncombe. Mark Evans. Jessica Ewing. Brenda Govan. Sarah Gransden. Jessica Grant. Alison Grattan. Melissa Grujowski. Rebecca Hancock. Jodie Hepworth. Julia Hurd. Kenneth Hogan. Elizabeth Hall. Stacey Hornby. Brenda Hughes. Tony Hurrell. Libby James. Rebecca Johnson. Janice Judd. Patricia Keevers. Mi Hyun Kim. Cassandra Kinsella. Junai Ko. Young-Mi Lee. Rebecca Little. Ka Yi Lu. France Luttrell. Karina Macmillan. Diane Matthews. Julie McDermott. Nicholas McGavin. Erin Moore. Jinhee Morris. Matthew Morris. Amy Mosgrove. Yvonne Muller. Melissa Murphy. Nairimbi Mwambapili. Holly Nix. Shelley Odgers. Kerry Owens. Geraldine Parkinson. Jane Parsons. Christy Parsons. Sarah Pearson. Kim Polglaze. Candida Price. Rochelle Quinn. Damien Rake. Amber Reynolds. Danielle Richardson. Deborah Robbs. Michael Robertson. Rebecca Robertson. Megan Ross. Catherine Rowland. Carla Rutherford. Lisa Gay Ryan. Amanda Sattler. Sharon Scott. Rachel Shelton. Momoi Shimomura. Pamela Sisson. Alison Sky. Tammy Smith. Carly Spencer. Nick Stankovic. Peter Stevenson. Melissa Stewart. Tammy Stone. Kimberly Swords. Nami Takai. Sarah Thompson. Angelina Tinker. Mitsuho Uba. Katie Walsh. Rachel Walsh. Denise Walters. Elizabeth Ward. Andrew Wardley. Charmaine Wilkins. Rebecca Wilton. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Certificate in Aged Care Nursing. Suguna Plum. Denise Wilson. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Certificate in Nursing Advanced Practice, Therese Elsey. Kay Hermes. Tammy Mokumpoon. Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Diploma in Nursing Advanced Practice, Kim Lally. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Applied Management Nursing, Kerry Shanahan. Charlotte Wenham. Suzanne Young. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Midwifery Studies, Joanne Blake. Lyndall Mollart. Carol Norton. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Nursing Nurse Practitioner, Catherine Austin. Kim Bellingham. Susan Coleman. Narelle Dipple. Belinda Donkin. Suzanne Fisher. Gillian Hall. Jason Ma. Tony McCallum Pardee. Rachel Primrose. Katrina Stanmore. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Health.
I now call on Professor Adrian Page, Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, to present Research Higher Degree graduates.
A Research Higher Degree is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study which is primarily research. A thesis embodying the outcomes of the research is the principal basis of examination. The degree is only awarded if the thesis makes a significant and original contribution to knowledge and understanding in that field of study. Today, the University is proud to honour graduates who have satisfied the rigorous criteria for the award of Doctor of Philosophy degree. Each student has studied for the equivalent of 3.5 years or more of effective full-time study. The thesis, which is the outcome of their work, is examined by 3 examiners, usually external to the university. At least one, and usually more examiners, will be an international scholar, recognised for their expertise in the field of study represented by their thesis. Chancellor. You'll excuse me while I just get my order right here. I present to you Michelle Frost, Bachelor of Biotechnology with honours from Flinders University for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Frost's thesis is entitled Resistance to Imatinib STI-571 conferred by point mutations of KIT and BCR/ABL. Chancellor, Dr. Frost. Chancellor, I present to you Cherie Cable, Bachelor of Medicine and Graduate Diploma in Health Social Science from the University of Newcastle for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Cable's thesis is entitled An Application of Interactive Computer Programs to Promote Adherence to Clinical Practice Guidelines for Childhood Asthma in General Practice. Chancellor, Dr. Cable. Chancellor, I present to you Chim Ling Vico Chung, Graduate Diploma in Management Studies from the University of Hull, Master of Health Administration from the University of New South Wales, and Bachelor of Nursing from the University of Newcastle for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Chung's thesis is entitled Surviving a Critical Illness Through Mutually Being There with Each Other. Chancellor, Dr. Chung. Chancellor, I present to you Jean Clark, Bachelor of Arts with Honours from Massey University for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Clark's thesis is entitled Surviving Terminal Cancer, a phenomenological study of the experiences of patients with advanced cancer receiving palliative care. Chancellor, Dr. Clark. Chancellor, I present to you Pei Lin Shi, Bachelor of Science and Master of Science from Queen Margaret University College, Edinburgh, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Shi's thesis is entitled Healthy Weight Maintenance in School Children, a survey of Taiwanese school nurses' perspective. Chancellor, Dr. Shi. Chancellor, I present to you Terry Joyce, Bachelor of Nursing with Honours from the University of Newcastle for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Joyce's thesis is entitled Wounded Healers, Nurses with Mental Illness Working in Australian Health Services. Chancellor, Dr. Joyce. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of Research Higher Degree graduates.
I now have great pleasure in inviting Matthew Digitised, Bachelor of Medicine, to speak on behalf of the graduates. Late breaking news here. Well, I'm sure we would have thanked Matthew for his address. There's been just a little bit of a hiccup in things, so we might just move on. Someone is going to speak on behalf of the students. I'll bet there's a speaker out there somewhere. We just don't have a name yet. Yes, we do. We have a late standing with a late scratching.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, families and friends of graduates, and most importantly, graduates. Mahatma Gandhi once told us, you must be the change you wish to see in the world. 210 graduates, myself included, are attending today because we wish to change the world for the better, because we want to make a positive impact on the lives of every person we encounter in our new careers. The desire to enrich the physical, mental and even emotional well-being of our patients and their families is the principal reason we have endured the hardships of tertiary education in the challenging, ever-evolving area of healthcare. On this journey, we have also learnt a deep respect for each other and an understanding of the support we can and need to offer our colleagues. Some of us will affect change on an individual level. We will discover that we may heal our patients best, not only by the administration of medications, but by taking the time to listen and to understand each person's experience, aspirations and fears. Some patients may aspire, like most of us, for long-term happiness and health. Others may aspire to be pain-free and comfortable as their life concludes. We, as health professionals, can help a person progress towards these goals by providing a caring and supportive environment. At the same time, we can learn valuable life lessons. I was amazed recently when a long-term patient dying from emphysema and heart failure inquired as she gasped for air how I was holding up after a 16-hour shift. The patient told me how she enjoyed our daily social visits and how it gave her something to look forward to, in spite of the gravity of her illness and her limited prognosis. I hope we were all able to take some time away from our hectic work schedules to create positive influence in our patients' lives. Others sitting amongst us today will affect change upon professions at large. We must consider the systems for which we work and to strive to perfect them, whether this is on a local, state, national or even global scale. It's often at the individual level, however, that inadequacies in the healthcare systems become painfully clear. Unfortunately, for years, my family has experienced, or Matt's family has experienced, the inadequacy of mental health services in the Hunter. With chronic underfunding and under-resourcing, it is little wonder that both the inpatient and community health teams fail to provide adequate treatment, follow-up and support to those who need it most. We as healthcare professionals have an obligation to identify these areas of need and force change through a sustained collaborative effort. I'd like to take this opportunity on behalf of all the graduates attending today to thank two very important groups of people. First, let me extend our warmest gratitude to our friends and family who, through their continued support, patience and belief in our abilities, have got us this far and will give us a drive to successfully enter the next phase of our lives. Secondly, to the academic staff and support staff, we are enriched by your tireless knowledge, experience and enthusiasm, much of which is shared well beyond the call of duty. In addition, I would like to thank you for taking the time to get to know us and for the friendship and encouragement which has spurred us on to complete our studies. To my fellow graduates, let me congratulate you on the completion of your respective degrees. Life is a constant process of learning. I hope that we endeavour to gain further knowledge and understanding so that we can continue to develop personally and professionally. As Mary Ann Evans once said, it is never too late to become what you might have been. Thank you and good luck.
Well, we'd certainly like to thank Matthew Giusti for his thoughts and words, and we also thank the stand-in, whose name I don't have, but we did thank you for standing in. Well, now I hope you've enjoyed today's celebration, the ceremony of graduation. I now bring it to a close. You're very welcome, of course, to stay, and if you move down into the Brennan Room, then down in the Union Building, there's refreshments. And we would invite you down there. After we've moved out, staff will certainly be moving among families, hoping to meet as many of you as we can. But we do thank you for coming this afternoon and trust you've enjoyed the occasion.